Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Kayfa halik? This is your brother, Taalib, friendly neighborhood Muslim. I'm here tonight. I just want to get into something that is a controversial subject, issue, and fitnah that's going on. And, I try to keep people abreast, keep people up to date with what's going on in our society of America, let alone throughout the globe. And being that I still reside in this country and the things that go on, especially with our people of African American or African descent, and to try to uplift us. Most of my videos are geared to that. But this one video that I'm doing now is geared to clarification on why we need Islam. Yes, brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen for Islam. And this is not that I'm saying that we are perfect, that the Muslim or the one who submits to Islam or submits to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the only one deity worthy of worship upon Tawheed, the clear and understanding and creed that we should have as human beings. And knowing that mankind is weak to their desires and are weak to their lust and are weak to other people's influence and deceptions and manipulation, and even for the good, inspiration and feeling uplifted and thinking that this human being has a personality, a human being that bleeds like them when they get harmed or hurt, that gets sick like them sometime in their life, or might even die eventually, which is the ultimate destination. And we follow these people, or people, even ourselves, we look at ourselves as though with the arrogant mentality, and which is a disease in the heart, to think that you can't do no wrong. But as far as with Islam, which makes that type of human being, the Muslim, which it derives from the word Islam, derives from serving the servant of Allah, the person who submits to Allah, the human being, as all his creation have been created on a more natural level to submit to Allah, to submit the universe itself, besides the earth and everything on it. But we, with arrogance, we with thinking we're better and thinking we know it all and we got this, and leads us to this types of ways and things that we do that causes harm. And to get into what I'm going to be showing you a little bit of, letting you listen to, is about a young man. And I'm going to give you this first, even though I'm Muslim, he's not, and I have an experience with him, in a sense, not a personal person-to-person experience, but of what I came upon watching and following him. His name is Bro Polight in the YouTube and social media arena, as well as the other areas of what he's involved in, the so-called Black conscious movement throughout America, especially from New York. Because I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. I grew up during many of the groups and gang banging in the early times of the 80s on to the 90s, late 90s. And then when I finally got out of that life, and eventually, alhamdulillah, I came to Islam. But I've been through all that stuff. I've been through the streets. I've been through African Bambadas, Zulu Nation, which I was a part of in some form, the chapters that were there and all that other stuff. And the Black nationalism, I went through that when I was in high school. Rastafarian, Hebrew Israelite, Islam, the last and final message. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So what this brother, to get to the point, the controversy that is there. He has been allegedly accused of molestation, pedophilia. This is something that is not surprising to me, and is not surprising to many people who know about what goes on with these types of people that put themselves in a high totem pole or above the one who gave them the consciousness that they have, whether it's black, whether it's white, whether it's Asian, whether it's whatever nationality of consciousness that you're gaining to understand about your people and who you are and where you come from. That doesn't make your life full yet, because you don't have the full knowledge of life, and we will never have it. We're going to have what Allah gives us enough to be able to survive and move on. And we seek, if you are the one who submits to him and knows that the Creator is the one who gave you this life, period, and the consciousness that you have and what's in your heart that propels everything, pushes that blood out and all the stuff that we got up in us, and to be able to do things on this earth, to have the abilities, whether you're athletic or whether you gifted in the ways that you feel you're gifted, an artist, a rapper, singer, actor, whatever. These abilities, and some of them that are not even pleasing to Allah. Still, Allah wills and allows us to do this, but we misuse that which we've been given because we think our consciousness is above the consciousness that we should understand that he gives us. And this brother has fell into it. He fell into it. Being that he's above his consciousness, he followed people like himself or people that he looked up to, like Dr. Malachi York, same person. He used to be even upon Islam at one point in his life. Imam Isa was his name, in Brooklyn. Right. And went astray, far astray, because he allowed this brain that, dudes in the street blast the brains out into pieces on the earth, laying down with each other because they have issues or whatever, or they don't agree with each other in a cipher, non-cipher, or is the word is bond? I don't know. But the point I'm saying, I'm not trying to make fun. I'm trying to make a reality check that we need to check ourselves. We got to realize what is correct for us and what is right for us. And now the point is, and an advice to the brother and to all brothers and sisters of the African descended race. And I'll use that as far as a term, or even Bani Adam. We are children of Adam, so we're like brothers and sisters, even the other races. But with us, for our own particular race that we come from, to get up and wake up and realize that which we came from in Africa, which most of the rest of West Africa were Muslim, and they still are. That's where most of the slaves came from. And we here. So our ancestry is not Kemet and this and all that other type of stuff we're into, and black consciousness only, or Afrocentricity and Pan-Africanist extremism, I would rather say. But we're more a creation of Allah, just like the other creation. And we happen to be from a place where our melanin that was put in within us to be able to function in that environment, and our skin color, our tone, our complexions were the results. And within our complexion is the proof of the melanin. Unlike the other races, and there's races that are like us, like the Indians, in East India. They're as black as us and blacker. I know some of them are blacker than me. They have different hair texture, but they're blacker than me, and they have a little bit of different features. So all that stuff, it doesn't matter to Allah. He created us to be who we are, from what race, from people we come from, and he made us to know each other as far as race is concerned. So all that black consciousness is not going, it's good to first start off when you don't have nothing and all you have is what you know and what is in your environment. And being that we are in an environment that is only conducive for us, our destruction, because of our oppressors who brought us here into this country. And through time, once we gained freedom out of fighting and struggling and whatever, and the civil rights and this, now we have places where we can be a little free. but they still kept us in our, institutionalized environment, and be able to make puppetry control moves and put people in place to do and continue that destructive way in our communities. So we only grow up in that. Of course, gaining some consciousness and being a Brother Polight or being a Dr. York or being all these different types of people, it'll get you to be like, okay, I'm better than that which I was before when I was out there hustling, or I was out there, trying to take life of a person that I call my brother now. Yo, bro, instead of calling him a nigga. But now he's your bro. And then you go beyond that and you get into Islam and you understand and say, akhi, which is the Arabic and the proper way to even use it. It has more substance to it because the language is rich. We have rich languages that we come from in our lands that we came from. And we just holding on to this stuff. But we get caught up because we remain here and we don't even want to even really leave out barely. And we think we can, just settle our own worlds within or our own subculture within the main culture of America. That is the most worst culture throughout the world when it comes to desires and satanic and evil and deception and harm upon the people and oppression. It started here. Yeah. And it still hasn't changed. It's just more sophisticated. And we got caught up into it. And now you're in the system, or the brother is in the system again, or being challenged by the system and attacked by the people who see what he put himself into. And as it says, Allah does not change the people. They change the people's condition until they change that within themselves. This is from Allah. This is his statement. The word in as far as me paraphrasing it. Okay. And it deals with the fact that a person should know that you're going to, if you think that you're above your creator, and you think that you are the creator, God, body, whatever you want to call it, that's up to you. You take it how you want to take it, what I'm saying. And you're above the one who gave you life. You forget Allah. This is forgetting Allah. This is because you're, atheist or agnostic, whatever you want to call it. Putting them out there or saying that you're a smaller God and you're putting yourself as a smaller God, like the understanding of the Trinity that we got mixed up with. And we want to try to change it and make it more Afrocentric now. Like what Dr. Malachi York and the Israelites do and the different groups do, and even in the 5% and the nation of Kufr, nation of Islam, so-called Islam, all these groups try to do. We got to realize that there's really one truth of it all, because all the other stuff mixes some truths with falsehood, and truth can never be part of falsehood. There's no yin and yang with that. You got a mixed up understanding if that's what you think. You're taking the Asian yin and yang theory from Confucius or whoever the person who made that up. I can't even remember the history on it. Don't need to. But we don't. That's not what it really is in life. And the proof is in the platters of life. So the proof came upon him that, okay, you think you're better than or above, or you can't be touched and you can't be tempted.